Hello, today we're going to talk about the importance of correct storage of wine. Wine is a living being, and we need to treat it with care, especially if you want it to last for a while. So the first thing you'll notice about storing wine is usually stored on its side. Why is that? Here we have a cork in the end of the bottle. Now, if we would store the wine upright, you notice the wine is here and the cork is there. This little area is called ullage, which is the little airspace between the cork and the wine. If the wine is not touching the cork, and this is sitting for a long time, the cork can dry it and start to shrink. Oxygen then can get into the wine and spoil it over time. So when the wine bottle is stored on its side, the wine is touching the cork, which remains it moist, and so the cork stays in its normal position, and very little oxygen can get in, and the wine can last for a long, long time. The next thing we have to talk about is temperature control. You want to keep the wine cool. In a wine fridge, the ideal temperature is 55 degrees Fahrenheit or 13 degrees Celsius. The worst thing you can do is keep your wine out in the sunlight or in the heat. It'll spoil right away. If you don't have a wine fridge, keep it in your basement or in a cool area of your home. The other thing we want to talk about is humidity. Wine fridges give humidity to that wine. Again, we don't want the cork to dry out. So a humid environment, if you have a basement or something with a little bit of humidity, is good for the wine. The last point is motion. You don't want to be shaking the wines and moving them about. Good to store them and don't touch them very much so they can rest peacefully as they age in the bottle. So now you know how important it is to store your wines correctly. Cheers.